Hi, my name is Rachel Whitmore. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2 children. I've been married for almost 12 years, and this is my one-day story. I was raised in a Christian home. I was in church from the time that I was born. I don't remember a time that I was not in church. And the church that I was raised in often taught more about making yourself look good on the outside rather than what was really going on the inside. So I grew up doing all the right things and making all the right choices. I was in vacation Bible school every summer. I was in Sunday school. We were in church every time the door was open. I played piano in church. I did all the right things. And once I got into high school, I made all the right choices. Went out with my youth group rather than going out with the party scene. I didn't do drugs. I didn't get involved in drinking. None of that. I made all the right choices. And when it was time to come to choose a college, I chose a Bible college because it was the right thing to do. That's what good Christian kids did. They went to Bible college. And so I had kind of believed this lie my whole life, that because I was in church and because I was making the right choices and I was doing the right thing, that I was okay. I was Christian because I acted like a Christian. It wasn't until I got to Bible college that I realized everything that I had believed, everything that I had kind of been taught along the way was a big lie. I got to Bible college, and a lot of what the Bible college taught perpetuated what I had been taught my whole life. But there was one night that I was in church, and the preacher was talking about being saved. And it was, it could have been one of those messages that I just blew off because I'd heard it 100 times. But that night, I felt like out of all the thousands of people that were in that church auditorium, that God was speaking to me. That all of the things that I had believed my whole life were wrong. And that it wasn't about making myself look good on the outside. It wasn't about doing the right things and making the right choices. It was about having a relationship with Him. And as the preacher was talking about grace and God's forgiveness, I realized that even though I had tried to do the right things, I couldn't be good enough to earn my salvation. It wasn't an earned thing. It was just God's grace through what Jesus had done on the cross, and I needed to accept that and quit trying to fix myself by being good. And so that night, I walked down in front of thousands of Bible college students and admitted that I didn't have a relationship with Christ. And that was my day. That was the day that it all changed for me, that I quit acting like a good Christian and truly accepted Jesus and began a relationship with God. I still struggle. There's still that part of me that thinks that I have to make myself good enough for God to accept me. But He's teaching me day by day that I'll never be able to clean myself up enough. That it's just a matter of letting Him do the work. That He's going to make me who He wants me to be. That He's going to do the cleaning. That He's going to be the one to make the changes in my life. And one of my favorite verses is Colossians 1:17. He is before all things, and in Him all things hold together. And I just love that, because as a control freak by nature, I want to try to set everything right in my life. And often whenever I'm the one that gets everything in control, it's really out of control because I've tried to take it out of God's hand. But I've learned that letting Him take the reins in my life, giving Him complete control, is the only way to have true peace and true contentment in my life.